Hello everyone, I'm GuardianSoulBlade and I'm here to rant about Wuthering Wave's crappy anniversary, and this is the second time they have done this, and you Kuro bots need to get your head out of your butt because I am a Punishing Grey Raven player and our anniversaries are much better than Wuthering Wave's anniversary because when you pull in Punishing Grey Raven on anniversary, not only will you have the brand new character, but if you saved up some extra, you can get any character that you want from the gacha because they have 100% rate up, and usually during PGR anniversary, they have an S-rank check that you can pick any standard banner character you want out of the gacha, and that resets on our anniversary, and they don't even do that for you guys. Why are they not doing that for Wuthering Waves where, oh, if you wanted another copy of Verena and it's anniversary so you can pick her from the standard banner, why are they not doing that for you guys? It's just embarrassing. And before you think I am some Hoyo shill because I play some HSR casually as a free-to-play, no, my main content on this channel is Punishing Grey Raven. I love Kuro Games combat game. PGR is my favorite gacha game when it comes to the actual gacha. Story still goes to Fate Grand Order because I love the Nasuverse and nothing can top that. But when it comes to like anniversary stuff, Japanese gachas go ham on their anniversary because I play Magic Etc. and you probably haven't heard of that game. It's basically an HSR clone, but for their anniversary, you get 150 pulls on a special banner, and once you hit 150, you get a token that you can pick an SSR of your choice from their standard banner. And unlike all these Chinese gachas, they remember to add standard banner characters into the general pool, so you can get spooked by a lot of different magical worlds in Magic Etc. because that's a Puella Magi Madoka Magica gacha. So if you know about Madoka, you probably play the gacha. But for me, watching Kuro Games epic fail again when they really need to step it up for anniversary and Chinese New Year, I don't even know if they did anything for you guys for Chinese New Year because I don't play anymore because the game's just too big, and they're doing all this bad optimization on PC that I can't even play on PC anymore, so I had to quit Wuthering Waves. Not that I don't think it's a great game, it's just a game that I cannot play right now. And due to stuff like this, it's not making me want to go back either. But for me, to see them epic fail again for their second year, it's just sad. When Honkai Star Rail gave away another Spirit Companion token, I saved mine from last year, and I didn't use it yet, so I'm going to get E1 How How. So, since I'm getting E1 Ho Ho, or is it How How, I don't know how to pronounce her name correctly, but I'm getting 2 copies of her for free, because that's what I held onto those Spirit Companion tokens for free SSRs that are older. But they're giving that to me for free, and Honkai Star Rail won while literally doing nothing new besides, Silver Wolf and the new Blade and all the new characters coming out. Honkai Star Rail won their anniversary. Like I said, they literally did nothing. And Kuro Games, the least you could do for your banner of player's choice, because you reset the banners in Punishing Grey Raven every year after you started doing that a couple years ago. And why can't you do that for Wuthering Waves? Why can't you guys add to the standard banner? PGR does that, other than the 1 or 2 limited characters. I can't believe it, I'm saying this. Kamui is going to be limited, from what I've heard. So yeah, I've got to pull him, because he's actually limited. But for me, just watching them fail again for their anniversary, when this is the big celebratory time where everyone gets excited and the company gives out a ton of rewards to celebrate their players, not their pocketbook. You celebrate players with anniversary. That's why you're supposed to give a ton of free polls or ways to get free polls. And I'm going to talk about Fate Grand Order because Fate Grand Order is insanely stingy. But what they did for 7th anniversary was they made it so once you got a character to their final ascension in that game, you got 3 free Saint Quartz, and so that made retroactively people who have rolled hundreds of characters get a ton of free pulls just because they built their roster, and that was what they did for one of their anniversaries, and that was on top of all the typical free stuff they gave. But for me, watching this is just sad because I love Kuro games and I love punishing Grey Raven, and to see Kuro games just treat Wuthering Waves players like crap on their anniversary when you're supposed to be celebrating your customers. Because yeah, the game is free, of course, but the people who get the most out of it are the people who pay because they can get all the characters and signature weapons and all that stuff. But watching them do this, an epic fail again when they've had years to see what other anniversaries are doing for when they celebrate their anniversary, is just sad. And even the Japanese gacha I've played, Magi Etc., gives you a free standard character that you can pick after you do 150 rolls on a special banner. And when you do that and you're known for being a stingy gacha for your anniversary, that's still better than what they're doing. And like I said, HSR1 literally doing nothing. And when they're doing that, and you ask yourself, who's being celebrated here? The fans are supposed to be happy about this, and I'm not. I'm happy I quit. I had to quit Wuthering Waves because of the optimization. I would love to play the game, but my computer can't run it. And since my computer can't run it, I can't enjoy it. But I can still enjoy PGR because that thing will run out of potato. And I can still play that game, and it's still very well optimized, unlike Wuthering Waves, which is still not optimized. And it's like, Kuro, did you forget your devs listen to me? I mean, they're supposed to listen at least a little bit. You'd think they would fix their optimization, because I know there are tons of people who would love to play, but it's gotten so hard because the requirements skyrocketed this anniversary. Doesn't do anything to help, and before you say, I'm not a real Kuro bot, my entire channel, outside of some FGO roles and some challenge quests, is all PGR content. So I've been playing Punishing Grey Raven for 3 years. I knew about Kuro games before all these tourists came in and claimed they loved the company. And yeah, I see you people coming to PGR and trying to whine about it because you've got skill issue, and you've all got skill issue everywhere, and it doesn't matter because, you'll continue to brainlessly glaze Wuthering Waves because it's pretty and the combat is fun. But when they are not doing much to celebrate you outside of the bare minimum, there's an issue here. When the Japanese, who have stingier gachas, are having better anniversaries than you, that is a huge problem, and too many glazers and shillers will shill, and I can't wait for a lot of them to leave to go chase other games like Neverness to Everness or Ananta whenever that drops. I can't wait for them to leave Wuthering Waves, so maybe the game will improve because people won't be brainlessly glazing it anymore. Maybe this will be a wake-up call. Maybe you should criticize the game a little more, or it won't improve. Punishing Grey Raven, the fans on CN did not like how the story was going, so they complained a lot. Kuro Games said they're going to fix it. We'll see how well they're going to fix it this next patch, but the vocal people in VGR, they're still criticizing, they're still complaining, and yes, it's helping the game. They complained because they didn't have enough endgame mats to build all these S ranks that we've been getting recently, so they listened to that, and if they're going to listen to that, Wuthering Waves players need to actually criticize the game more and not be a mindless butt kisser of Kuro games. And I got called a fake PGR fan because I pointed out the anniversary sucked last year, and what do you know, I'm right again, it sucks this year, and it should not be sucking this year because you've had a whole year of improvement. And no, it's sad when HSR wins the anniversary doing nothing. FGN's anniversary this year is going to be meh because it was the 9th anniversary in Japan, and that anniversary wasn't that great either, outside of like the free polls and stuff. But still, this is embarrassing for any gacha game company to have a crappy anniversary, not once, but twice. And I'm happy I quit the game. I don't actually miss that game. I'm not happy that it's the size of a typical Call of Duty game, which is 100 plus gigabytes, and it's only getting bigger. And yeah, they say you can offload stuff, but the fact that it's that huge is ridiculous. I don't even know if Genshin hit 100 gigabytes, but it's 5 years old, and even if it is that big, it's still 5 years old, and they optimize their space way better than Kuro Games does. And I know Unity and Unreal are different engines, but I play games that are on Unreal Engine and they are not that big. But really, this is just sad. And I'm not some brainless Kuro bot. I am a Kuro bot, but I'm a real one. I'm one of the OGs. And since I'm one of the OGs, I know how generous Kuro Games can be. But seeing them fall on their head this hard is so disappointing, especially since every year your anniversary is supposed to get better, not be the same thing it was last year. And before the gacha tribalists all yell at me, I've seen them give away lots of free stuff, but it's in the game nobody plays. That's their actual favorite game to work on, is Punishing Gray Raven. Wuthering Waves, you're just a cash cow, and I hate saying that because it's a really good game and you guys deserve better for your anniversary. And since I play lots of gachas, I've seen lots of anniversaries and all of them were better than this. And this is just so disappointing. Sorry about the mower in the background, but it is what it is for me to finish this recording. But anyway, hearing and seeing how disappointing this anniversary is just depressing when you think about it, especially since I've played a lot of gacha. I'm not Toho Sniper 98 levels of I played 20 plus gachas, but I played a bit, and I've seen good anniversaries, and they were all better than this. And it's just sad because this is a big game, and even HSR, which is also a very big gacha, did better than this, and Hoyoverse, let me let the mower go by, and Hoyoverse literally did nothing this year. They just did what they did last year and they won. And it's sad that you can win literally doing nothing. And well, you guys deserve better, and that's just disappointing. I mean, I'm happy with what I play. I'm finding Punishing Gray Raven because it's the same as it always was, except for the limited characters. And I'm about ready to roll Kamui, and then I'm going to roll Alpha, and I'll just keep rolling along like I have been, because it's just good over in that game. If you want to see Kuro Games' actual generosity, go start Punishing Gray Raven and you'll see it. Because that's where they're giving away all the free stuff, not in Wuthering Waves. And that's just depressing. I was hoping they would be generous like they are in Punishing Gray Raven, but they're not. They're stingy like Hoyo. And people just kiss up to them because it's a really nice game and the gameplay is really fun and people like the story and stuff. So I wish they would actually criticize Wuthering Waves more so you guys can get good quality of life changes and more actual generosity and not just a bunch of standard polls. Because unlike Punishing Gray Raven, where every character except for like the collab characters and the 1 or 2 limited ones they have right now, they are all in standard banner. There's a reason we say you can get all the characters in Punishing Gray Raven, because you can, because there are ways to get free characters in that game that are not in Wuthering Waves, and it's just a depressing thing to see. They didn't do anything actually special for you guys for Wuthering Waves, and I keep hoping it'll get better, but they're not doing anything, because y'all just go spend money anyway. I mean, everyone's getting ready for the Cyberpunk collab, and I hope that'll go well, considering how well DMC5 went for Punishing Gray Raven, and it's just sad and disappointing, and I'm not a shill for Kuro Games, except for Punishing Gray Raven. That is the only game of theirs I will shill, because it's actually fun, and a lot of people can actually play it. Unlike Wuthering Waves, which has an optimization problem right now, where people just can't play it unless you got a big fancy rig. And yeah, they threw optimization out the window, and that's just a bummer. And they actually listened to Punishing Grey Raven players for our game, and that's just depressing. That the devs listen meme is finally dying, I think. But maybe they'll actually do something nice for you guys. I don't know. It's just, they shouldn't have repeated what they did last year, and they should have at least given you a free standard banner character. At least you could have gotten another copy of Arena, because she's still good and stuff from what I've heard. But really, they're not actually treating you guys well over there. And the smaller gachas do better. The other big gachas did better for their anniversary. And why is that? I mean, Kuro Games should be bending over backwards for you guys to keep you guys happy, because you're the one that makes them the most money compared to Punishing Grey Raven. You guys make more money, so they should be doing more to thank you guys, because I spend a lot more money than I did in FGO on Punishing Grey Raven because of the monthly pass, but I still spend a lot less than Wuthering Waves players, and it's just disappointing that they didn't actually do anything really good for you guys for anniversary. And it's all about selling you more things and like selling you bike skins and stuff like that. Where's the actual things to thank you guys? And no, standard banner does not count because they haven't added anything to standard banner. Unlike Punishing Grey Raven, where they add the new character unless they're limited, actually limited, they add them every 2 patches to the standard banner. So for example, the new alpha is coming out and she shouldn't be limited. She'll end up in that standard pool in like 2 patches. So if you saw alpha and you didn't play the game during her patch, you'd be able to get her in a little bit. And I like that about Punishing Grey Raven, because they actually remembered standard banner, and you can get everyone in the game via standard banner or the voucher shop. Wuthering Waves doesn't have the equivalent of a voucher shop for you to get the free older characters, and that's just a bummer, because you guys deserve a lot better than what you're getting. And when you see the generosity of Japanese gachas during their anniversary, it's just sad by comparison. When something like Magi Exedra, which is just an HSR clone, gives out a free standard banner character that you can pick after you do 150 free polls on a special banner. You can pick the character you want to get. And when they do that for their anniversary, and Kuro Games does no free character for you, when you guys deserve one, because you guys spend so much more money than like I do for PGR, and you guys get less for Celebration than I do, and that's just depressing. And I know they want to make money, but they already make money because of the 50-50, because 50-50 means you have to spend extra or skip a character if you get really unlucky. I have really bad luck in HSR with 50-50s. I have lost all of them after I got E6 Saber in Honkai Star Rail, and I have to like scrape by to get the character I actually want. And I'm saving right now because nobody that is on banner is what I want to roll right now. But for me, I wish they would be more generous to you guys, because like I said, you guys spend way more, and I mean your game looks great, but the things that you get for free are not what you guys deserve for your anniversary. Because anniversaries are times to celebrate with your customers and the players who are, you know, your company's customers, and they just decide to be stingy on you guys. And when Hoyoverse wins by doing nothing but what they did last year, that's just sad, because like I said, Hoyoverse literally didn't do anything new this year for their anniversary. It's the same 20 extra polls for your login, and the typical shop reset, and the free polls and events, and the spending event that they did last time, but it's a little different now. But they didn't do anything really new for this anniversary, and they still have a better anniversary than Kuro Games, and that's them doing the bare minimum, which is basically nothing. And when you win by doing nothing, your other competition is doing something wrong, and I wish that Wuthering Waves players would stop just glazing their game and actually criticize it some more, because if you guys complain about this anniversary, maybe they'll give you some more like last year, because that's just sad, and you guys deserve better. And no, I'm not a fake Kuro bot. You can check my entire channel. I just made a PGR guide that's updated for new players. I make videos for fun, and I love that game, and it's just sad you guys didn't get what you guys deserve for anniversary. I'll see y'all later. Have a good day or night wherever you are. Bye-bye.